You know something? I need a haircut. You know something else? Staples don't work as well as I thought they would. Third, I'm hungry. So, let's make some food. So, as you saw in the title card, we're having BO sandwiches. Why? Because when it's being made, it reeks the place up like you got some like somebody has some really bad BO. For those who don't know what BO is. But, even though it represents all the basic food groups, it's not exactly good for you either, and it tastes like the exact opposite of BO. Whatever that opposite is, I don't know. But anyway, let's do this. First, out of here, we got a nice, fresh, clean frying pan. We have a spoon. And we have I think it's about a pound of dead deer, which I scored from a co-employee of mine. So, we're going to take this and we're going to throw it in there. Dispose of that later. And let's see, put this on high. And let's see, mash it a bit. Oh. There. And let's see, we're going to add some a little bit of red wine here. Duct tape brand red wine. We also have our super spice. We all know what that's made out of. If you missed it, take a look at episode 7. And some crushed red pepper. And so we're just going to mix that around a little bit. And let's see, we gotta put that down a little bit like that. And while that's frying up a little bit, let me give you a little helpful household hint. You know, every once in a while, you know, especially for those people you know, who wear glasses, at least sometimes, like these reading glasses here. Every once in a while, like maybe you might be at an amusement park or something, and you know, might worry about them, you know, flying off or something. Or maybe you're playing sports, or you have to run back and forth, and they might, you know, slip off. So, to keep one thing from slipping off, you get yourself one of these things, and you put it around like that, and you get the kind that has the adjustable thing, so that way, you know, it's not too loose. And so you take this part, you put that around like this, put it behind your ears, bring this up like that, and adjust your nose, and then you take the clip, put it up like this, and bring that up, and you look like a jerk, but at least your glasses aren't going anywhere. So, helpful hints from my home to yours. So, regarding the red wine, in moving to North Carolina, I had never heard of this thing called a dry county. A dry county is a place where either no alcohol is sold at all, or in the case of when I moved, you go to the grocery store and you can buy wine, but for some reason you didn't have beer. I don't know why that is. And I'm just like, where's the beer? And they said, well, we don't sell beer here. I'm just like, what do you mean you don't sell beer here? They said, well, it's a dry county. I said, you got wine? He said, yeah, but, if you get, what can I say? And I talked to about 3 or 4 different, employees at the grocery store saying that no, they don't sell beer, but they do have red wine. And I don't know, maybe it's a church influence thing, maybe, for, Sunday, to eat this is my flesh, and, you have the bread, and then drink this is my blood, and you have the wine, and maybe it's a different flavored Eucharist every Sunday, take this and drink, and this week the drink is, the blood is Cabernet Sauvignon, and next week it'll be Merlot. I don't know. By the way, I'm a Catholic with a capital C by, as an other pertaining to the Catholic Church, and that by DNA. But, however, my Christian education was Protestant, so I got to hear about how I was a terrible person a lot. Even though I had nothing to do with anything that they said against it. By nature, I'm a Catholic with a small c, or lowercase c, which means appreciative of, sympathetic to, or open to a wide variety of ideas, styles, and cultures. And so as I mentioned, anything about a Christian education, I didn't go to a Christian school. I just got really into the Bible during high school, and that might have been one of the causes of, one of the many causes of that was, not just high school, but junior high and everything else, and 9 years of hell, horrible people, horrible places, and all that other bollocks. It took me about 10, along came, after graduation, 10 years later came my, the reunion. And so I'm thinking to myself, wouldn't it be funny if I were to, so it's 1998 now, wouldn't it be funny if I showed up and I looked like a cross between, Marilyn Manson and, Pinhead from Hellraiser, who you might remember from the poster that used to be right there. But, and then people would say, whoa, Chris, last time I saw you, you were a Bible-toting, scripture-quoting, holy rolling, born-again Christian who would have driven the Pope up the wall if he could talk to you for 5 minutes. What the hell happened to you? To which, with glowing red eyes, I would just look like, hell, that's exactly what happened to me. And that didn't happen, but I just thought it would be kind of silly if it did. However, one thing funny that did happen was it took me, in a manner of speaking, it took me 10 years to figure out that actually 12th grade was completely kickback, if you take my meaning, because at the high school, I only had I had 3 classes. There were only 2 that I really required. Third to, it was kind of a throwaway class just to be considered a student there. So 10 years later, I go to this reunion, and I don't know any of these people. I think there was one person I recognized who recognized me, and that was from my English class. And then there was another person who recognized me from the previous year's English class. But outside of that, who are these people? Yeah, that took me 10 years to realize just how fine and dandy in comparison to everything else and all that other bollocks everything was. So, tell you what, I'll see you in the next segment. So please go on to once this is all fried up and everything, we'll continue, and please join me in the second portion of this. Episode 8, 2/3.